a little different today. I mean, still another project, but this is my friend's RSV4, all the bodywork off of it. Well, it's got electrical short. So anybody that has one of these knows that the stator wires, which are yellow wires that come out of here, they run up in here. Sometimes they melt the connectors like that. So that's not good. I got this hack from somebody online. I'll run you through it. I don't know who it is, so credit to somebody online. I used 3 10-gauge gas and oil resistant wires. So basically down in here, deep down in there, let me see if I can point it out. Down about, well, you can't see it, but right around in there, those 3 wires have a splice joint that I did with solder. Oh, you can't see it, but it runs from the other side. So it runs from the stator side. Stator's over here. Let me see if I can see the little, this right there, that boot right in there. See it up in there? Oh God, it's tough to see. There's a boot right there. I got my finger on it, so if you own one of these bikes, you'll find it. It's right there. It's got 3 wires, yellow, that run out of there. They're like, they're about a 10 gauge wire, maybe a 12 gauge, but they run across the top of the engine. And there's a terminal right there. Basically looks like that terminal right there. Connects to one like this, runs out through the frame right here, and then runs up to the igniter, right? Actually, it runs right here. It's no longer there. So off the regulator igniter. So anyways, the fix is to take these 3, eliminate that connector, eliminate the connector here, straight wires directly soldered, right? They're all 3 are yellow on both sides. It looks like black because there's shrink, so there's shrink wrap on it. So I shrunk them, soldered them, and then used, it's actually black liquid electrical tape over the shrink wrap. So that's how we got those 3 done, and then just routed them nice and clean, just kind of let the wires follow their own way. That's pretty much the way, sort of, that the stock harness goes. Then the next part of this fix, part 2 of this guy's voltage fix, is this connector right here. There's, well, this is 2 green and 2 red, right? And this is 2 blue and 2 red. Let me get around to this side. There you go. So this red and white right here, and this red and white right here, both sides of this connector, right? And 2 blues right here. Some of these bikes have this as a red wire, these 2, as a red wire with a blue trace and a red wire with a white trace. This bike, maybe it's a little older, I don't know, it's a January 04, but they switched to blue wires. So the trick here is to get the ground to be a better ground sensor. So this is actually crimped like that. So there's the original wire. There's a 10 gauge white wire underneath it, right? And it's got a GM crimp connector on there. So basically crimp it together. I could slip shrink tube over it, but I'm just going to leave it. Well, I'm not going to leave it. I'm going to use the this one, but the red one, since that's a hot wire. So that red wire right there is this white wire, since it's red and white, right? It's red and white. I added a white wire, 10 gauge. I follow it through here, runs up through here, put it under the motor, kind of hit it underneath there, brought it up, runs up here. There's 2 30 amp fuses back here. The 30 amp, oh, see, you can see that I've got some of that red stuff on here. The 30 amp with the red and black trace gets the white wire, or the added wire, whatever you want to put together. This 30 amp fuse kind of sits right there. So this pair of 30s, right? So you want the one with the red with the black trace. You piggyback that with a wire as close as you can to the terminal, right? I actually went right into the terminal myself. That wire goes all the way through up to this, one of these 2 red and, sorry about that, guys. One of these two red and whites, either this one or this one, and they'd both be inside that connector. They'd be this one and this one. They're not in there right now. The black wire right there, is piggybacked the same way on this wire. These two blue wires are grounds. You can pick either one. I ohmed it out. It was the top one, this one right here, closest to the bail for the connector. I use that one. That one goes with the black jumper all the way back. Same thing, follows the route that the white one takes. Bring it across here, up, looks like that. Got a ring on it. Then same kind of tape. So it's actually going to go underneath this like that. Screw's going to go through there like that. And it'll go under there. And the ground will look like that when it's done. Right there. So like that, it runs around, like I said, comes under here, up there, across, through, under the frame, back around, over to one of the blue wires, and I chose the blue wire that was closest to the connector right there. So blue wire, red wire, jumpers on both of them, 3 wires here. That's your hack that fixes your charging system. And I haven't started it, but they say that your charging voltage will pick up from, where is this guy's? He had 12, before I carried out this modification, I had 13.8 volts of the battery. And the dash voltage read 12.2. After the modification, ran 14.2 at the battery and 13.2 at the dash. So it picked up a volt on the dash and actually half a volt in the run, right? Or the actual system was half a volt difference. So, like I said, I don't know who did this hack. It's pretty cool. It's better than changing out of the Stator to the later model, which I didn't hear very good results about anyway. The other thing is, this bike, certain bikes, if you look in, let me see. If you look in there on this chain, that bolt, oh yeah, you can kind of see it there. That bolt right there should not be there. That riv nut leads to stress cracks, and there's a recall on the swing arm. You just take it back to the dealer and they will replace the swing arm for you. So just want to let you guys know that there's a national or international, it's global recall on these swing arms. So the early bikes, the swing arms crack because there's 2 bolts that hold on. I don't think you can see it from there, but there are 2 bolts that hold on that chain guard, and they revise it. It gets something different, and you'll be riding safer. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Tried to do it as brief as I could. Somehow it ended up 8.5 minutes. So subscribe, like, pass along your comments. Don't tell everybody I work on stuff for free. That's a problem because my friends keep coming over now. Anyways, man, enjoy the week.